Hi everyone, I'm Mark from Travelshorts. This is my daughter Holly, and welcome to Universal Studios Beijing. We arrived into Beijing last night. We're staying at the Park Inn, which is about a 10-minute journey away from here. To get here, we used the complimentary hotel shuttle bus. We arrived maybe about 10 minutes that way. We're now heading into Universal Studios over this bridge and underneath the Universal Studios Grand Hotel. And you do need to book your tickets in advance. I will leave links in the description where you get those tickets from. I'll also put a QR code on the screen here as well. So if you scan that, you can get your Universal Studios Beijing tickets in advance. For foreigners, they're linked to your passport, so your ID. So you need to register your passport when you're booking those tickets. And then we don't even show our tickets when we go through the turnstiles here now. We just show our passports, they scan the passports, and your passport is your ticket. We've also opted for express passes today as well, which means we jump the line on 14 rides, just because I predict it's going to be pretty busy today. So I'd rather just jump the line because we're only here in Universal Studios for 2 days, and I don't want to be spending most of that time waiting in lines. I'll put the total cost, how much a ticket and an express pass costs by here. Even though Holly is only 12 years old, she is still classed as an adult here, so I had to pay for an adult ticket for her. Looks like we're just joining the line to go in now. Security took place just as we were entering City Walk, Universal City Walk. So there's no security at X-rays now to get into the park. We just show our passports and go in. Behind me here is the Universal Studios Grand Hotel. If you stay in a Universal hotel like this one, or there's one over in that direction, you get early admittance into the theme parks in the morning. When we came to Universal Studios Beijing 2 years ago, this is the hotel we stayed in, and I do highly recommend it. Again, if you are interested in staying in this hotel, I will leave a link in the description down below for that as well. We have made it into Universal Studios Beijing. That line took about 25 minutes in the end. And like I said, we scanned our passport to get in. They also did a photo of our face. So now to go on all the express passes, we just show our face. We don't need to show our passport anymore. Let's head down Hollywood Boulevard and start going on some rides. And like I said, last time we were here 2 years ago, we stayed in this hotel right behind us. And our room was one of those windows, which meant that we overlooked Hollywood Boulevard and the theme park. It was a really great room, and I would highly recommend staying there. And if you are staying there, there's 3 room options. There's a standard, there's a Hollywood Boulevard view, and there's also a City Walk view. Hollywood Boulevard, this view here, is the most expensive, obviously. And as you can see, it is really busy today. But as I mentioned, we have got express passes, which means we jump the line on 14 rides, which means we can take it easy today. We don't have to be stressed by being in lines for up to 2 hours. I think we are going to head over to the Kung Fu Panda area first. Currently, the lines there are very low because everybody's either running to Jurassic Park or the Harry Potter area. And although we have express passes for Kung Fu Panda, if the rides are less than 10 minutes, we're going to go on them without our express passes and then go back later today to use our express passes once the lines become a little bit more busy. We've just seen our first character meet and greet. It's Puss in Boots. We're just coming into the Transformers area, and right above us here is Decepticoaster. Holly is finally tall enough to ride this, so we're probably going it later in the day. We have got a life-size Optimus Prime ahead of us here, outside the supply vault, which is the Transformers store. Right behind us here, we've got Bumblebee Boogie, which is in essence a teacups. Very similar to the X-Men ride or the Storm ride in Universal Studios Florida. while we are walking to the Kung Fu Panda area, it might be a good time to tell you guys that I've written a travel guide to China. It covers everywhere we've been, not just on this trip, but on our previous trip, where we spent 22 days traveling around the country from Beijing, Shanghai, Xi'an, Chengdu, Guilin, Yangshuo, and finishing in Hong Kong. It has everywhere we went, all the accommodation we stayed in, all the attractions we visited, and the tips and tricks we learned along the way. It's a totally free download. You can download it by clicking on the link in the description down below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen here. And like I said, it is 100% free. I won't even ask you for your email address. Looks like we're arriving in the Kung Fu Panda area now. Although it does look like there's a lot of people heading there now. This whole Kung Fu Panda area has really, really good theming. Theme parks in the UK should take note of something like this because, as you know, we don't really get the best weather in the UK for most of the year, so an indoor attraction like this would be absolutely amazing. Look at that, straight to the boat.
都需要注意，始终保持坐姿。
Holly,
Yep.
first ride of the day.
Yeah.
That was our first ride done, the Kung Fu Panda Legends of Water, might have been called. Exit this way. We're going to continue looking around the Kung Fu Panda area. There's 2 more rides in here. We also might get ourselves a snack as well. We're starting to get hungry. I know we've only just got here, but we didn't have breakfast this morning. You can even have a meet and greet with a panda himself. Holly? No. So we have got a training camp here, which is for the little kids. Holly, just a little bit too big for that. Yeah. This is another one of the rides in here. It's currently a 10-minute line for that one, and again, we do have an express pass for it, but I don't want to use it yet. We're not going to wait 10 minutes for it, so we'll come back into this area later. There's also a carousel, which is right ahead of us here, but Holly doesn't want to go on the carousel, and we've even got an express pass for the carousel as well, but we won't go on that just yet. Holly just said on the way into the Kung Fu Panda area, she saw a stall selling hot dogs after we left the Transformers area. And she quite fancied the hot dog, so we're going to just double back on ourselves now, and Holly can have a hot dog. Okay, it looks like it's not a regular hot dog. It's got lots of stuff on it, and Holly likes your hot dogs plain, don't you? The next land that we're going to be going to is the Minions land. So we have just come to Minions Silly Snacks here in the Minions Fun Zone. I've got Holly a hot dog. We'll probably split it because it is a foot long. Looks like it came with a lot of stuff on it, but I did ask by Google Translate for it to be plain. Fingers crossed it does come plain. And there's foot long hot dog with some fries, and it is plain, Holly, so you'll enjoy that. And we also got a Sprite. Total cost of this came to 84 yuan, which is about £9. The line for Loop-de-Doop-de, which is the Minions themed coaster here, is 70 minutes already. So we have just used our first express pass just to go on the Minions Loop-de-Doop-de coaster. And you then need to just scan your face when you get to the front of the line here on the express pass as well. Here we go. Oh. That was it. So that ride was very quick. He said on the camera it was 50 seconds worth of filming. I don't think I'd wait 70 minutes for it, but I'm glad we just jumped the line with the express pass. We're now going to head towards Super Swirly, which is in that direction. We have finished in the inside portion of the Minions land. We're now going to head this direction and go on to Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. And of course, we come straight out into the gift shop. I think it's time for a Minion ice cream, don't you? We have got ourselves a Minion ice cream, and I think it might be banana flavoured. There we go. We have finished our Minions ice cream. We're now going to head over to the Jurassic World area to ride on 2 rides. First is the Jurassic Flyers and then the Jurassic World Adventure ride. And there we go. Jurassic World Isla Nublar. So that is the Jurassic Flyers ride that we're going to go on now. It looks pretty slow, but I do really enjoy it. It's a coaster made by Mack. They've done a few similar ones like this around the world, but it's a really good ride. Last time the theming wasn't the best for a Jurassic Park ride. And if you have followed my channel for a while, you'll know that I posted the video of this ride last time. It's already had over 1 million views. So thank you if you've watched that ride before. Really appreciate it. It's probably one of the most commented videos I've ever had, with people saying, where is the dinosaurs? Where is the dinosaurs? Because we didn't see any dinosaurs on that Jurassic Flyer ride. So let's see if they've got some dinosaurs on there now, 2 years later. And then when we've finished on Jurassic Flyers, we're going to come across here to Jurassic World Adventure, which I actually think that is my favorite ride in the entire theme park. It is definitely the best dark ride I've ever been on in my life. And you'll see what it's like in a few minutes when we come back out and go on it. Holly got to meet that raptor last time we were here, didn't you? And it bit you a little bit.
He's still the same size.
He hasn't grown, maybe that's a different one. And from memory as well, I think you have to leave your bag in a locker before going on this ride. So that was the Jurassic Flyers ride here. Like I said, I really enjoyed that. And so did you, didn't you? You really liked it. So far, that's Holly's favourite ride of the park. But now we're going to the Jurassic Park adventure ride. Or the Jurassic World, I should say. Inside this aviary that we are here, it's meant to look like the one from the Jurassic World movie. You've got Camp Jurassic, which is the kids' play area as well. And it's quite big. It's very big, in fact. And I can see the Jurassic Flyer starting off now, behind me there. It goes all in the inside before then going outside. What I actually think is meant to be is one of two things. Either you're one of those pterodactyls flying around the aviary in Jurassic World, and then you finally find that hole in the glass, and then you escape and you fly free, or it is just a ride that goes around that aviary and then leaves. I think it is probably that first option where you are a pterodactyl. You're flying around the aviary, minding your own business, and then you see a place to escape, and you take that chance and you escape. Yeah, so you're a pterodactyl, Holly, trying to escape that aviary. Just a little tip as well that I use around foreign theme parks is, first of all theme parks, I always have to try and sit in the front, but in a foreign theme park where you can obviously speak the language, like here, for example, on Google Translate, I have a phrase which I've just saved to my phone as an image, which basically says, Can we wait to go in the front row of the next one, please? And I've got that in Chinese. I show that to the cast member just as we're about to board. And I'm going to say 99 times out of 100, they're happy to oblige, because it's always better to sit in the front of a ride than somewhere in the back where, especially because Holly's quite short, she can't see what's going on. Let's go on the Jurassic World Adventure ride. It's also got a very impressive queue area in here. This building in itself, just look at it, if you can. Very tall, just like the movie. Well, that was the Jurassic World Adventure ride here at Universal Beijing. Still probably the best indoor dark ride that I've ever been on. Maybe Flight of Passage, the Avatar Flight of Passage in Walt Disney World in Florida is also equally as good, but still a really, really, really good ride. Really enjoyed that ride. And straight out into the gift shop again. Holly? Where do you want to go now?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter? Okay, let's head over to the Hogwarts and the Harry Potter land. We have arrived at Hogsmead, and in front of us is the Hogwarts Express. It's a bit busy here, isn't it, Holly? This is the line for the free broomsticks. Currently, it's a 1 hour wait to go in and get your lunch. We are just going to get ourselves a butterbeer, Holly, aren't we? You're not a fan of butterbeer. I'm quite thirsty, so I'm going to get one.
Thirsty.
You are thirsty, but you don't want butterbeer. We have got our butterbeer, a frozen butterbeer, in fact. And this, oh, Holly's going to put the straw in it. And it's cost 50 yuan, so just over £5. Cheers. We've just come in the shade to drink our butterbeer. Holly, do you want to try a little bit? I know you're not a big fan of butterbeer, but see if you like this one. No, not a fan. I'll be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of butterbeer either. But when you come to the Harry Potter land, you've got to get yourself a butterbeer. Butterbeer finished. Time to ride the 2 rides that are in this area, starting with Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. We've just used our express pass to get onto Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. If I seem to remember rightly, there's a locker place in here as well to drop our bags off. I'd just like to point out as well that locker rental is free of charge here as well.
So I closed my eyes. They're all the inside parts. So the dragon part when it was breathing fire, the spiders, and then those black things that were like...
The Mentors. So that was Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey gone. So you come out as well because it's very sunny today. You get blind a bit, don't you, Holly? So now we're going to go on Flight to the Hippogriff. Here is a great view of Hogwarts from down by here. Really well themed.
Let's go fight.
Holly has spoken. She said, let's go on Flight to the Hippogriff. Who's going to argue with Holly? Is that it? It's a bit quick, wasn't it, Holly? That was very quick. So that was Flight to the Hippogriff. Very, very short ride, but still enjoyable. We're now going to look around a couple of the Harry Potter stores here in Hogsmead and then work our way back to around the entrance area. Maybe looking for something to eat or maybe get another drink or a snack along the way. As we were just walking past Ollivander's, the line to go in for the Ollivander's show is pretty small. So we're going to wait in that, go in and watch the little show about picking a wand.
自公元前382年以来，制作精良魔头 make us find wands in 382 BC. Here the wand that chooses the wizard. Remember that. Wingardium Leviosa. Archie, my dear, well done to you. And thank you all for selecting Ollivanders. Yes, bye, my dear. Enjoy your day. Yes.
Holly always worries when we go into Ollivander's, don't you, that she's the one that's going to get picked. She even told me, if they come and select me, tell them no. What we're going to do now is, you can see it's very bright. I think I'm going to get the sunglasses out in a minute. But head back over towards the entrance of the park and then have a look for some snacks, some drinks maybe some ice creams along the way. But before we do that, we might just pop into Honeydukes to look at what sweets they have. There was still my name on it. Dark Mark. If you want to compare the cost of the chocolate frogs compared with the other Universal parks around the world, this is 89 yuan, which is about £9.30, £9.40. Fanta Sour Lemon or Fanta Blueberry? Which? Blueberry? Holly has got herself a blueberry slush. Any good? Can we sit over there in the shade? Can I have some? Yeah, it's a bit sour. We've just looked at the menu in Mel's Drive-In behind me here. Mel's Drive-In is a staple of every Universal park around the world. I wonder if there'll be one in the UK when the Universal Studios UK opens in a few years' time. Probably will be. Now then, we're going to head back over to the Transformers area because Holly wants to go on Decepticoaster, the big looping coaster here in the park. The mountain behind me there from Jurassic World, giving a bit of Mount Prometheus vibes to me from Tokyo Disney Sea. We are just about to go on Decepticoaster. Holly, you ready to go on it?
Probably just be like the biggest roller coaster I've ever.
No.
No, not biggest, but like most sleeping and stuff.
No, the one in
No, this is way worse than the dinosaur one.
I don't know. I think the dinosaur one in Japan.
No.
Dinosaur Flyer, was it called?
Flying dinosaur.
No, we just need to find out where we put our bag into the locker. What did you think of that, Holly? Yeah, you enjoyed it? Oh, that's good. That was a really good ride. I enjoyed that. Very similar to the Hulk in Universal Islands of Adventure in Florida. Still a good ride. What ride do you want to go on next, Holly? What about the Transformers one? Yeah? I think I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. Last time we came to Universal Beijing, we weren't able to ride Decepticoaster because Holly was too short. And I didn't want to leave her by herself when just me and my son Matthew rode it. So that's good. We have now done every ride there is to do in total in Universal Beijing. Not today, but in total when we're here over 2 visits. There it goes again, doing its loops. But we're still going to ride every ride today anyway, because there's part of the express pass that we've got. We can jump the line on 14 rides, which is basically every ride they have in the park. You just can't jump lines on shows. Actually, me and Holly have just been talking now. Rather than do the Transformers ride there, I think it's a Battle for the All-Spa, maybe. We're going to head over to Waterworld because that's going to be starting in 20 minutes. So we're going to try and get a reasonably good seat somewhere in the centre. I think it might be about a 5 to 10 minute walk to get there. The quickest way to Waterworld is to walk through the Kung Fu Panda area. We have made it to Waterworld. Show is due to start in about 10 minutes time. While we're waiting for the show to start as well, this might be a good opportunity to tell you about our Instagram channel. If you can hear me, of course. These videos normally take me weeks or even months to edit and upload to YouTube. So if you want to see where we are, when we are, if you follow us on Instagram at Travelshorts, I post live story updates from wherever we are around the world. Promotional message over. And this Waterworld show is exactly the same as all the other ones around the world, apart from it being in Chinese. What do you think of that, Hall? I think that's the third time you've seen Waterworld.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay, I really like the show. Obviously, we don't know what they're saying, but because we have seen it in Universal Studios Hollywood, we kind of know what what they're talking about. And obviously, if you've seen the film, you know what's going on as well. We are getting quite hungry now. So on our way walking around, we're going to stop somewhere for our main lunch today. So that hot dog and fries earlier was just an early morning snack or a late breakfast. We're now going to have a late lunch, which then means we'll be having a late dinner tonight. In fact, tonight, we are probably... Oh, we're going to go this way, Holly. In fact, tonight, we're going to be eating on Universal City Walk. There's a pizza restaurant there that Holly really liked last time. I think we did it twice, didn't we, last time? Or did we just do it once? Oh, we did it twice. But I think she also wants the pizza now. So, Holly, do you want a Bappel's ham pizza?
Got pineapple on it.
I don't think so. I think it's just ham. We'll have a look inside, shall we, if there's any on display. So let's go in here. We have come into the Minions lair for our lunch. I got myself some fried chicken and chips. Holly's got a Blapple. No, you haven't got Blapple, have you? You've got a pepperoni pizza. So outside they only showed a Blapple pizza, but they've got margarita, a Blapple, and also pepperoni pizza inside. Altogether, it came to 180 yuan, which is just under £20. This is my fried chicken and chips. We're just waiting for Holly's pizza to be ready. Hopefully that should buzz soon, and I'll go and pick it up from over there. There's Holly with her pizza. Thing on tour is going to be starting in 11 minutes. The theatre where they're performing is right in front of us there, so you can probably guess where we're going now. So that was the Sing on Tour show. I did put selected highlights in there. I didn't film all of it this time like I have done previously. We were right in the very front, Holly, so we had a really good view, didn't we? Yeah. We're now heading over to the Transformers area again. The parade is due, wow, that's sunny. The parade is due to start in 5 minutes. So on the way there, we might just stop and go behind one of the ropes to watch the parade go past. The parade is about to start. We decided to stop on the way to Transformers to get to see it. Holly is sitting down. There's Holly, paying lots of attention to the parade that's about to go past. So that was the parade here in Universal Beijing. It lasted for about 20 minutes. We're now going to head over to Transformers, battle for the Allspark, use our express pass and go and ride the ride. Here we are back by Optimus Prime. There's Transformers, battle for the Allspark. That's where we're going to go in now. Now, either I'm going deaf or the audio wasn't working correctly there. Definitely one of the special effects tracks all the way through wasn't on, so we could hear the dialogue between the Transformers and a little bit of the special effects noises, but there's virtually no noise the entire ride around there. Should be a lot louder than that, a lot more special effects noises. Just that track just wasn't playing for whatever reason. And we have just come out into another gift shop. It looks like they've got a selection of original Transformers for sale here as well. So you've got a really old Optimus Prime there for 1,300 yuan. All the way up to there. And of course, when I was younger, I had so many Transformers. Nearly all the G1, so the Generation 1 Transformers, pretty much had them all. Megatron, Optimus Prime, Soundwave, and all the rest. Optimus Prime was obviously the best, though. We're going to head back into the Kung Fu Panda area and go on those 2 rides we didn't go on this morning. There's basically no line on this carousel ride, so there's no point using the express pass, because we're walking pretty much right to the front anyway. So we're going on the Kung Fu Panda Way of the Dragon Warrior again, which was our first ride this morning. This time we are using our express pass. for no other reason, even though it is just a 5-minute wait, so that means it's a walk on. But we might as well use our express pass just to actually use what we paid for. Okay, we've just done that Kung Fu Panda ride, and we were the only ones in the boat. So we went to the front row, we sat down right in the middle, and then we had the entire boat to ourselves, and then a couple just barged into our front row. I know they can go anywhere they want, but you just wouldn't, and told us to move up a bit, and at the very end is where it's really wet. So then Holly had to slide into all the water on the seat, didn't you? So you got a wet bum now. But the entire boat behind us was empty. Yet they just chose to sat literally leg to leg, touching each other for that whole trip. Anyway, we're going to go on the lanterns ride now. But first, we're just going to have a look at both. Let's see where the express pass is for it. Like the one in Peppa Pig World as well, isn't it, pretty much? We have probably finished in the Kung Fu Panda area for the day now. There's only, how long left before the park closes? An hour and 20 minutes before the park closes. We were hoping to watch Untrainable, but it's going to be starting in 7 minutes. So that means we're not going to get to see it today, unfortunately. We will be coming back in 2 days' time, and then we can watch it then. So I think what we're going to do now is get ourselves another snack or another drink, Holly, yeah? So maybe Mel's driving, get a milkshake, and it was a interesting looking drink that Holly saw that she liked. Remember what it was called?
Rainbow something.
Rainbow something. So she's going to get a rainbow something drink. I'm going to get a strawberry milkshake. And then we've still got what's that other one called?
Boogie Boogie.
No, not Boogie Boogie. We're not going to do the Transformers Boogie Boogie thing. We are going to... What's the Steven Spielberg one?
Lights, camera.
We're still going to see lights, camera, action, which is kind of shows you how special effects are made in the movies, with Steven Spielberg as one of the hosts and a Chinese film director whose name escapes me at the moment.
Smells sweet.
Yeah. I feel like all I'm doing is moaning at the moment, but so we ordered our drinks, no issues at all. We went over to where you collect the drinks from. Straight away, we got Holly's rainbow drink, no issues. And I was waiting for my strawberry milkshake. And then she just started doing her regular chores, like tidying up, putting cans away in the cupboards and all that kind of stuff. For a few minutes, I was like, what's happening? And then another employee came over and had a word with her, and then she realised that we had another order, that she didn't actually do the strawberry milkshake. Then she checked my receipt. Then she made another one of these drinks, which we didn't have. I said, it's the strawberry milkshake, and pointed where the strawberry milkshake was. And then she finally made my strawberry milkshake. Like I said, I don't like to moan, but we feel like since we came here 2 years ago, I would have ranked this as probably one of the best parks in the world. But I don't know, today, it just doesn't seem to have that same atmosphere. And I hate to be negative about it. It's still a really good theme park, don't get me wrong. But there's been lots of little things that have just kind of niggled me a bit, and it just has lost its place, I'm afraid. Sorry, Universal Beijing. You're no longer my equal favourite theme park in the world. So this is the light, camera, action, special effects show. We've used our express passes, but there's absolutely no point. Look at the regular line. There's nobody in there. So maybe the express line is a bit shorter to actually get to the place we want to go to. It's now 7:20 as well, and the park closes at 8 o'clock. So we've only got another 40 minutes. When we finish on this ride, we're going to head back over to the Harry Potter area because there will be a night show on Hogsmead Castle. And you can see Holly all the way over there, running right to the front.
Hello, I'm Steven Spielberg.
我是张艺谋。
It's on stages like this that filmmakers can create anything that we or you can imagine.
I think you jumped then, Holly. Yeah. So that was lights, camera, action. It only lasts about 10 minutes, but it is a little bit of fun. Watching all the explosions, getting squirted with water. I've got water now all down the front of my trousers. It looks like I've had a little accident, but I promise you I haven't. We're now going to go this way, which is against the crowd. All the crowd's going that way towards the exit. The park is going to be closing in 25 minutes' time. We are going to go over to the Harry Potter area to see the light show on Hogsmead Castle. But yeah, we're really going against the crowd going this way. You want that one? Are you happy you got your little key ring, Holly?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's he called? Tim?
Tim, yeah.
Tim. Looks like the light show's just started, so this is the 7:45 one. There will also be one at 8 o'clock, which is the one we'll watch.
Let's party! Certainly! Galafando!
So that was it. That was the Hogwarts light show. It also means it is now park closing time. So we've got to start heading back towards the exit. But see if we can go into a few stores along the way. But that's it for our first day here at Universal Studios Beijing of this trip. We are going to go and get something to eat, though, in Universal City Walk on the way back to the hotel. So, Holly, are you ready to start walking back?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's go. I think I did mention at the beginning of this video, but if you are interested in tickets to Universal Studios Beijing here, we got ours from trip.com. I will leave a link in the description down below where you can get those tickets from trip.com. You can also scan the QR code on the screen here, which will take you directly to their website where you can purchase tickets for Universal Studios Beijing. And I do recommend the Universal Pass as we've seen today. We've taken it really easy. We didn't have to stress about any sort of lines. And I know it is expensive getting an express pass, especially after you've forked out for just regular admittance tickets. But it does, in my opinion, makes the day so much easier. So lots of rides today. And bear in mind, it is a Friday. We're about 70 minutes long. I even saw one 90-minute line as well. The fact you can just jump the queue, go right to the front of the line, maybe have a 2-minute wait, it does make all the difference. And for the value of the tickets, if you're only coming here for one day, you're flying halfway across the world to actually come here, as well as tour in China, of course. Just that extra few pounds, few dollars, few yen, it does make the difference just to jump to the front of the line. I would highly recommend getting the express passes. Anyway, we're just going to walk slowly now towards the park exit. Holly, what do you think about today?
It's fine.
It's fine. What was your favorite? Well, I think I know your favorite ride for something that you were worried about going on, but then you liked it. So what was it? Decepticoaster. We will be coming back to Universal Studios Beijing in 2 days' time on a Sunday. And again, we have express passes then. And we will make sure we do those couple of things we didn't do today. So we will be seeing Untrainable, the stage show, and probably going on Bumblebee Boogie. We decided not to do that today. I'll be 100% honest. I don't really like teacup rides because that is, in essence, a glorified teacups ride. It just makes me really dizzy. So even though it was included in the express pass, it's called Bumblebee Boogie Boogie. Boogie Boogie, Bumblebee Boogie. Tomorrow, we're going into Beijing. We're going to do some of the stereotypical tourist things to do, like visit the Forbidden City, the Temple of Heaven, the Summer Palace. We're looking forward to the Summer Palace because when we came to China 2 years ago, we just simply didn't have enough time to do it. And of course, Holly wants to do some shopping tomorrow for Jellycats. So a couple of days ago when we were on our Pandaville tour, which if you watch this series, you know exactly who Pandaville is, they sponsored our videos and invited us out to Chengdu to see one of their bespoke family group trips, and I would highly recommend it. This video today is not sponsored by them in any way, but previous ones was, but I'm still happy to recommend them. They're really good. Vincent and Holly from Pandaville were very, very knowledgeable. And Holly, in fact, had an app on her phone where you could actually just put in what products you want, and it tells you the stores that were selling them. So we got her to put in Jellycats in Beijing, and she gave us a list of all the stores that sell Jellycats. Holly's after the Chinese exclusive Jellycats. And she checked, and probably the best, well, I've got a list of 5 different stores in Beijing, let's tell them. She told us which one is more likely to have them all in. So that's where we're going to go to very first thing tomorrow, isn't it, Holly?
Where's that going to go in suitcase?
That's quite close to Tiananmen Square.
Where's that going to go in suitcase?
Holly said, where's that going to go in our suitcase? Because our suitcases are very full. I have bought so much stuff for Holly this trip, more than any other trip, because we came with suitcases, 2 suitcases. Normally when we travel, even when it's 3 of us, me, my son Matthew and Holly, we have 1 large backpack and 1 suitcase, just so it's more manageable. But because we originally were just going to come to Chengdu for 10 days, I brought 2 suitcases with us. But the amount of stuff that I bought for Holly is absolutely ridiculous. I've never bought that much stuff on holiday in my life. So our suitcases are stuffed, absolutely stuffed. Anyway, let's continue walking to the exit. We're going through the Minions area at the moment. And I'm sure you don't need to be told, but Mel's Drive-In is obviously the setting of the movie American Graffiti, George Lucas's first Hollywood film. She did do a few college films before that, obviously. And like I said earlier, I think Mel's Drive-In is in every single Universal Studios around the world. At least everyone we've been to. I've never been to Singapore yet, but I'm going to assume that's in Singapore as well. We're now almost at the end. So this is Hollywood Boulevard. We're going to follow that, then leave the park. Burt Reynolds, Bryan Adams, we are about to walk under the Universal Studios Grand Hotel. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is where we stayed last time and I would highly recommend it. Our room was just up by there, which meant that was the view from our room. And it was so interesting at night. I know this sounds a bit sad, but just to see the maintenance people coming out, and they were actually rehearsing as well for a new parade, which was starting after we were going to be leaving. We're now going to spend some time exploring Universal City Walk, getting a pizza for Holly, and maybe a bit more souvenir shopping as well. We have done our obligatory photos by the Universal Studios Globe. We're now walking into Universal City Walks. Holly knows exactly what she wants. She wants a pepperoni pizza, don't you? She had it last time twice and really enjoyed it. We're going to head there now. There are quite a lot of dining options here as well, but I might just join her for a pizza rather than just going to two places. And this is where Holly wants her pizza from. City Walk Red Oven Pizza Bakery. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story about this pizza place. When we came here last time 2 years ago, we were watching them making the pizzas just like I was doing then. And the bloke behind the counter dropped the dough, you know, when they spin it to make it circular. He dropped it on the floor. So you think, okay, he's going to throw that in the bin and get another one and start again. No, he actually ran it under the tap and cleaned it with tap water rather than getting rid of it and chucking it in the bin. In fact, if you watch my videos from 2 years ago when we were here in Universal Studios, you can actually see him running it under the tap. Hopefully that's not going to happen again, and hopefully that's not going to be our base. Hopefully, I don't think it's going to take very long. They seem to be working pretty quickly. I don't know what base he was putting on those pizzas I was just filming then. What could be a yellow base on a pizza? Do you know what a yellow base would be on a pizza? Maybe no, like you know, the tomato sauce that they put on ours.
Yeah.
That was yellow. So maybe that was a durian pizza. Yeah. If you are interested how much this cost, a pepperoni pizza was 108 yuan and a Sprite was 18 yuan, coming to a grand total of 126 yuan, which is about £14 roughly. But yeah, about £14. So here is Holly's pepperoni pizza. It's pretty big. And I remember you really liking this last time, Holly. Holly has agreed to share her pizza with me. So I'm going to be getting a slice, aren't I, Holly? Thank you. There's nice. It does taste like a Wolfgang Puck-on a bit, doesn't it? We're going to finish the evening off with some ice cream. This is a strawberry with some bits of strawberry on there as well. We got it from Cutie Cones and they were 38 yuan each, which is about £4.
That's the one I would use, though. So that's the only one that has my initial.
200. 140 back home. Okay, so it's about 55 here. So that's going to be the end of our time here in Universal City Walk. We're heading for the metro station, which is down there. We're going to catch the subway train from here 2 stops to where our hotel is. I'll show you how to use the ticket machine in the subway in a sec if you're interested in that. So we should be using ticket machines before we go through that. Okay, so these are the ticket machines where you purchase your tickets from. I'm going to change this to English so I know where we're going. We want line 7, so this station goes to line 7 and another line I can't remember, but our hotel is on line 7. You also get here on line 7 from Beijing North train station as well, Beijing West actually, where we arrived yesterday. We want to go just a couple of stops to Qingfang. It's going to be 3 yuan. We've got to say it's for 2 people, so it's going to be 6 yuan. Click next. We want to scan the code because we're going to be paying with Alipay. I'll just get my Alipay up now. I wouldn't show you what it looks like. because then you'll be able to take money out of my account. So I will just do that. I'm just going to confirm this payment of 6 yuan. Takes a bit of a while to come through. So I click pay now. Confirm with my PIN code. And hopefully, as soon as this goes through, there we go. 2 cards will come out there, Holly. There we go. And that's it. We've got 2 subway cards to go on line 7 to Qingfang, which is only 3 stops away or 2 stops away. And when using any subways or train stations here in China, you do need to x-ray your bags. So we're just going to tap that and go through. Going to go down to line 7. It's this way. We want the direction of the train that is going towards Beijing West, which is this one. You can see there, to Beijing West. And there's a map here just to make double sure we're going in the correct direction. We are here at Universal Resort. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 to Qingfang. That's where our hotel is. We have made it onto the train. Because it's getting quite late, there's not that many people here. I'd imagine as soon as the park closes, this will be absolutely packed. But it is now 20 to 10, so the park closed an hour and 40 minutes ago. And if you are nervous about riding on the metro system here, it is really straightforward. You can see these lights here indicate which station is coming next. That's the one we want, Qingfang. Next station is Huazhuang. You tired? I am. I'm very tired. We have arrived at Qingfang, our subway stop for our hotel. We're going to leave by exit A, and then our hotel is about a 5-minute walk. So with the cards that you get for the subway, you tap it to enter, but then you have to insert it to actually leave the subway stop. That's because they're reused, because they've got a chip in there, so they need to reuse them over and over and over and over again. So we've just left the subway station. That's it behind us here. And you can see our hotel. When I said it's a 5-minute walk, it's actually a lot less than a 5-minute walk. Here we go. It's just that building right by there. Before we go into our hotel, we're just going to stop at this mini market here, just get a couple of drinks for the room. So although the hotel does give us 4 bottles of complimentary water every day, we'll get something else in here, like a soft drink or something. We did see some Mountain Dew in here yesterday, so we're probably going to get a bottle of that. The entrance to our hotel. We're going to go in and go up to our room now. This is our room 8226. If you're interested in this room as well, I did do a complete tour in yesterday's video when we arrived here, but just so you have a quick look, this is what it looks like. It's a double queen beds in here. We've got quite a nice bathroom in here. Sink, vanity area, toilet, really big walk-in shower there, large wardrobe area, 2 beds and a desk. And like I mentioned, this is the Park in Universal Studios. Even though it's cast as Universal Studios, there's still a few stops on the subway. They offer a courtesy shuttle bus in the morning to Universal Studios. If you are interested in this hotel, I will leave a link in the description down below. I got it from trip.com, which I found to be the cheapest online provider for this hotel. You can also scan the QR code here to go directly to their website if you want more information. And I think that means we're going to be ending this video here. It's been a really long day. We're both really tired. We need to sort ourselves out, grab a shower, and then go into Beijing tomorrow morning nice and early. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It's really appreciated. If you're new here, my name's Mark, along with my daughter Holly. We make travel and theme park videos from around the world. And if you've enjoyed watching this video, please think about liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell button. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Next time on Travelshorts China Adventure.